Hello everybody, I am back. Today I'm gonna show you how to draw a diamond. Okay, so drawing a diamond is not that hard. Maybe kind of simple if you pay close attention to the shapes. Okay, so we're gonna basically start off by drawing a kind of like a straight line. Okay, so I'm living in a college dorm, so this might be all kinds of different kind of background noise. Okay, so please don't get get angry about it. Okay, just pretty interesting noise. I will try to describe what the noise is about. Alright, so as the noise pop out. Okay, so start off by drawing kind of like a straight line. Okay, so we basically start off by drawing kind of like a upside down triangle like that. Okay, so to make this upside down triangle a little bit perfect, so I'm gonna go ahead and use a ruler to draw out the shape. Alright, so that'll be kind of like the first line like that. Okay, and then the second one will be like right below it to make it the second part of the triangle. Okay, then the next one will be like right here. Okay, so I need to take this plastic off because it's kind of hard to use. Alright, so let me go ahead and take so as you can see, I just bought this ruler, so I still have some plastic on it. Forgot to take it off. Alright, it's off. Now let's draw the top part. Okay, so we're gonna sketch it out first. Okay, so what we do is draw a line up. Okay, then another line up right here as well. Okay, so this it's kind of like not very straight. Okay, and then draw a kind of like a straight line right there. Okay, so let's draw it over. Okay, so try to make it as straight as possible. Alright, so make sure you sketch out first before you use your ruler. Okay, sketch out and then use your ruler to make the shape a little bit more perfect. Okay, so let's draw it on that side as well. Alright, now let's draw the one on the top. Okay, basically a straight line. Okay, so once you get that part done, then we can move on to drawing the detail. Okay, so we're gonna basically it's pretty interesting. Okay, so we're gonna start off with the middle part. Okay, so just basically draw a line that goes down that points to the middle triangle part right here. Okay, then another one. Okay, draw another line that goes up. Okay, right here. Okay, so the laughing sound on my background, my brother is kind of like watching it, doing a comic. It's pretty funny, so that's why he's laughing. Alright, so that's the explanation for the first background noise. Alright, so let's keep on drawing. So this time draw a line right here, then that goes down as well like that. Okay, so we do it to one side, gotta do it to other side. Okay, so it's about right here to kind of look like it's making a rectangular shape. Okay, then the last one is kind of like making a skinny triangle shape right there. Okay, so I hope you guys can see that. Okay, so skinny triangle shape on the other side as well. Okay, so try to make it as similar as possible. Alright, then the next part we're going to kind of like draw a triangle. Okay, so the triangle shape is kind of like, so let's start off with a half triangle. Okay, and then join it in with another triangle right here. Okay, once you got that triangle done, okay, so let's before we move on, so we may kind of like forgot, so let's make the sketch line a little bit darker, so it'll be like easier for you to see right here. Okay, so let's make it darker on that side. Okay, so let's make it darker as well, so make sure it kind of like points to the edge right here. Okay, so let's draw a line down pointing to the edge. Alright, so we're gonna do the same thing on the other side, point to the edge. Okay, follow the sketch line and then down. Alright, so that's kind of like two of them. Then we need one more, so that's another one right here. So So just basically follow the sketch lines. Okay, the last one will be right here. Alright, so now we got kind of like those lines done. Let's keep on drawing like the triangle shape. Okay, so we stop right there last time, right? So let's keep back and get back to it. Join the triangle shape. Okay, so this basically draw a line down. So that's kind of like half of a triangle. Okay, then up to connect to the edge right here. Okay, so let's draw it up. Okay, so that be kind of like another one. Okay, so that be kind of like basically it for the bottom part. So let's finish it by by outlining, making the line a bit darker with the ruler. Okay, so let's edge it, draw a straight line up. Okay, so that's kind of like the point. So that's kind of like the not the point. It's kind of like the half of a triangle. Okay, so let's draw another half right there. Okay, so let's follow the sketch line down. Okay, and then follow the sketch line up. Oh, sketch line down as well. So that being kind of like the bottom part is done. Okay, then let's move on to the top part. So the top part is a little bit more complicated. Okay, so let's use this bottom part as a guideline first. Okay, so be right here. So it's kind of like the first triangle, right? That's kind of the first triangle. Okay, so let's draw a up triangle right there. Okay, notice that I leave a space. It don't go all the way touch this line. Okay, make sure it don't touch. Okay, if it touch, it won't look kind of like a diamond anymore if it touch. Okay, so leave a little space. Alright, and then there's another triangle right here that kind of like goes toward the edge right here. Okay, and then right here. Okay, so that's kind of a little bitty diamond shape, right? Triangle shape right here. Okay, so now we're gonna sketch line. Let's use our ruler again. Okay, and to make the line a lot darker and straight, so it kind of looking like a more realistic diamond. So I don't know about you, but I live in a diamond state, which is called Arkansas. Okay, I know probably most of you have never heard of this Arkansas, because it's pretty small. The population is pretty small. It's mostly farming state. It's not kind of like New York, big city or anything like that. Alright, so this anyway is where I live. So let's keep on drawing. Okay, so there's kind of like another triangle right here. So let's start off with a triangle line up. Okay, and then a line down. So that be kind of like the triangle shape right there. Okay, and then it connects to another triangle right there in the top. Alright, so that be kind of another triangle. So we got the sketch done. So let's again use our ruler to make the line a little bit more darker. Okay, so let's connect it. Okay, so if you have noticed, the sound that I also put a kind of like a voice canceller in the top of my camera. So I don't know if it really help or not. It try to cancel the background noise and the background. Okay, so the place I live in the car store have a lot of background noise that you can never hear of. It's kind of like people yelling down the stairway or laughing or anything like that. Anything you can think of will pop up. Okay, all of a sudden you might hear some interesting noise watching my video. Alright, so let's draw another triangle kind of like right here. Anyway, we'll start like the college noise. Okay, so that's kind of like the another triangle right here, and then there's kind of like a little cut off triangle right there. Okay, so that be kind of like the then there's another one right there. Okay, so that's kind of like basically it for the for all the triangles. Okay, so let's draw a line up. Okay, and then connect it to this line. Now connect it to another line right there. Okay, then another last line will be right here. So that's basically it for this side. Okay, so for this side to finish it, just draw the sketching line, make it darker, outline it like that. Alright, so now basically draw out a perfect diamond shape. Okay, so I hope your diamond turn out better than mine or something similar. Okay, so in the next part I'm gonna use a eraser to erase the sketch lines real quick, and I'll be back. Alright, so once you got the like that erasing part done, you can move on to coloring. Okay, so next I'm gonna choose Crayola. As you can see, my pencil is kind of faded, and the logo part you cannot really read it. So it's called, this color pencil is called Sky Blue. Okay, so we're gonna basically start off with the we're just gonna use this one color pencil. Okay, so we're gonna basically start off like coloring like the darkest blue first. Okay, so let's for example, so I also, before you start, also put a pretty hard piece of paper, like advertisement paper, under the drawing, so when you color it, it will look a lot more professional. Okay, so like that. So to this spot, okay, right here, so it be kind of like pretty dark blue. So let's do it like that. Okay, so darker shadow right there, and then there's another one kind of right here. Okay, so there's also how to say of darker shadow, and then color it in with your color pencil. Okay, so I think you guys get the idea of this. So guys, draw in the like the dark sky blue color first, and then I'll be back to show you how to for the next step. Okay, so you can follow along. Okay, and the time up for drawing the dark sky blue color shadow. Alright, so I'm gonna do it real quick. Alright, once you got like the dark sky blue color done, you can move on to the second dark color. Okay, so it's not that dark, it's a little bit lighter. Okay, so for example, right here, you just basically draw out the shape of the like the shadow shape first. Okay, and then color it in. Okay, so as you notice that it's not that dark as the first my first coloring, like my hold on, let me try this again. It's not as dark as step 1. Okay, so step 2 is a little bit lighter. Okay, so just draw it like that. So as you can see, it's pretty light. Okay, so I think you guys get the idea. So I'm gonna do the step 2 real quick, and I tighten that as well. Alright, hope you guys is ready for step 3. Okay, so I hope that step 2 wasn't any much of a trouble. Okay, step 3 is kind of very similar to step 1 and 2. So just also color in. So this time you'll be coloring in a lot more lighter. Okay, for example, so like there, just hold your pencil as light as possible. Don't hold it like too push down the color pencil too hard. Just hold it down as light as possible, and then make sure you leave a little like very super white spot. Okay, so you look like just need some white spot that don't have any blue on it. Okay, so just basically touch over it real quick. Okay, and then like that. So it kind of starting to look more like a diamond. Okay, so you do that to all the diamond parts. Okay, so you can leave a little white spot right here at the edge or on the side, anywhere. Okay, so someone's in my dorm outside is having a conversation. That's why you hear the sound. Okay, so I gotta do like maybe half of them, so you guys can like get the idea. and so it's the same as right here. So if you don't want to, you don't have to leave any white spots. You just basically you can like color it all in. So notice that I am only using this one sky blue color pencil. I did not switch out any color pencil or anything. Okay, so I think that's kind of like step 3 is pretty simple. If you can do step 1, step 2, I think you guys can do step 3 as well. So I'm gonna do it real quick and try that to finish the drawing. Alright guys, so that's basically the last step. Okay, so I hope step 3 was pretty simple. Okay, so it's just basically color in the kind of like the white spots you have there. Okay, so that's at the end you can properly make it perfect, realistic diamond. Okay, I hope you accomplish this step. Okay, so thank you so much for watching, and I'll be back with a new video as soon as possible.